Can we say no to meat and go vegan? Let's find out on DXB Today.
Hello and welcome to DXB Today. This Trending Tuesday, we're talking about a growing lifestyle trend. I'm talking about veganism.
And I know it's hard to believe, but I hear that some of the new meat substitutes are just as tasty and satisfying as the real thing.
Well, I'm not too sure about that, Dora. But what I am sure about is that veganism is not just limited to food, but is a complete lifestyle change commitment. So guys, have you considered, well, as a lifestyle, any change to the life you've been living?
Absolutely. I was vegan for a year, food-wise, and I still am with my hair products and skincare products.
Yeah, I do no meat Mondays.
No meat
I feel like I'm doing a seventh of the work.
Interesting.
It's something.
I'm committed to a diet for many years until now. It's a seafood diet. Seafood, I eat it.
I knew you were going to say that. Well, our guest co-host is just the person who's going to guide us on veganism and a lifestyle that supports it, having started the community Vegans in Dubai since 2015. So let's meet our new guest co-host.
Hi everyone, I'm Chandan Sajitra, the founder of Vegans in Dubai community. I'm really excited to be here with you all today.
Welcome to the show, Chandan. Now, before we get into veganism, we sent our very own Maytha out for a taste test to one of Dubai's most popular burger hangouts, Pickle. Was she able to tell the difference? Let's find out.
So I'm here at JLT at one of my favorite burger joints, Pickle, and I've heard they have a secret special item on the menu. Let's go check it out. So I'm here with Simon Ritchie, the comms director at Your Brands. Tell me, Simon, how is Pickle and how is this whole franchise, how did it bloom, basically, and where did it start from?
Yeah, we know now Pickle, we launched Pickle back in 2019. And as you mentioned, now we have Yoke Brands, which is the umbrella company, which covers Pickle. Also our upcoming brand Bonbird, which will be focusing on fried chicken, that real deep South American style, bone-in fried chicken, very, very premium, very high level.
I do love when you mentioned about chicken. I love Pickle, personally. I love their chicken here. It's the best place to find the best chicken burger and chicken tenders. But I also know that you have a plant-based burger. Can you tell me more about where did that idea come from and why Dubai?
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you, our founder, Steve Flowett, when he was creating Pickle, he wanted to make sure it was somewhere that anyone could come and enjoy a fantastic meal. I believe you haven't tried the Impossible Burger before.
No, never.
Why don't we get the Impossible Burger and the Cheeseburger? You can try them both, let us know what you think, see if you even notice any difference.
Oh wow, okay, that will be a first time experience for me because I've never done that and I'm really excited about it. Let's dig in.
Let's do it.
So we're here for the ultimate taste test. Is it plant-based or is it meat? Do you think I'll know?
Listen, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. We like to think that we've got the kind of perfect burgers here, so I'm sure you enjoy them both anyway.
Well, they look delicious, so let's dig in. I'll try with this one first. Let's see. So I tried burger number 1. Let's go to burger number 2. There you go.
With lots of sauce, lots of veg, lots of cheese, a little bit of everything in there. But is it meat or is it plant-based?
I think I got a pretty good picture.
Yeah.
I think that was a plant-based.
You think that was plant-based?
And I actually like that better as well.
Really, yeah.
So am I right?
You're right, that is the plant-based one. And yeah, but we hear that a lot from people who it still tastes just like an amazing cheeseburger, just in a slightly different flavour. It doesn't taste like you're eating something plant-based. It still tastes like meat, it's just a slightly different flavour. It's not quite the same as our original incredible cheeseburger, but glad you still enjoyed the flavour.
No, I really did. I think that for a and lesser oil-based burger, I think that is the best because it didn't feel too filling and it felt like I want to have more. Well, the burger tastes like a burger. It's very delicious as well, but you can actually taste the difference. So I'll definitely try that again one day.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I think I'm a bit jealous of Maitha there. I think I'll have to try that one for myself. But Chandan, tell us, what does it actually mean to be vegan?
So to be vegan is looking at all of the aspects in your life, whether it's food, your lifestyle, the clothes you wear, and it's basically a philosophical belief based on a moral compass that animals are not to be treated as a commodity, and to, as far as possible, to avoid using animal products and ingredients.
Well, that's a lot of information. However, at its core, veganism is really about sustainability and environmentalism. Our next guest wants people to know how a vegan lifestyle can help the planet. She has built a community that promotes and supports veganism and each other. Please welcome Kali Dubry. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
9 years. What a commitment on this journey on being a vegan. But tell me about the stuff that you have actually started more than reflecting on yourself in this journey.
Well, for me, it's all just about living a more compassionate and kinder life. The outcome is that it is kinder to the planet, which is great, but that wasn't my reason for doing it. It was purely for compassion and love for animals. Yeah.
Very interesting. So how is it environmentally friendly?
Just alone, if you went plant-based, like you were saying earlier, reduces your carbon footprint by 73%, which is a huge number, and that was done by Oxford University. So it's the single most powerful way that you can make a difference to our planet. Even if you don't go vegan, I'm sure there's ways of, like, you know, be careful with your consumption.
Incredible, incredible.
Kali, so you've been vegan for 7 years, and how long have you been in Dubai?
So vegan for 9 years and 11 years in Dubai.
Wow. And so 11 years in Dubai, and how have you seen the vegan scene within Dubai? Has it become easier now to eat more plant-based foods?
Absolutely. I mean, I've never found it an issue. Like, there's always something to eat, even if it's not the most enjoyable thing. But the options out here are just amazing at the moment, and I love that. And with my business being about community, I've been running my business for 2 years, and I would deal with other businesses with vegan products. So in the last 2 years, the amount of businesses we've had come on board is incredible.
Wow.
That is wonderful, and that is mind-opening, to be honest. But Kali, I think you brought something along with you to show us and open our minds even more.
Yeah, so this is how my business started. It's become the small segment of my business now, but this is like my baby and how it all was born. So this is made from cork. So what comes from trees, yeah, so...
Interesting. Let's put it on the table. And it's entirely made of cork.
It is, yes, apart from the inside, which the lining is made from cotton.
Hold on. Dara, why don't you make the review over here?
What do you think of the bag?
It goes with the outfit, to be
Are you
fair.
saying yes to the bag?
With my outfit today, I think we did that on purpose, didn't we? Oh, wow, and the inside is beautiful. Can you see the colours?
Amazing. And so what goes into this? I mean, you say it's made of cork. There must be some other elements as well. And why is cork a more sustainable material to use?
I don't know if you know much about cork, but it comes from trees and it comes from the bark on the outside. So the bark is just harvested every 9 years. So it's completely sustainable. Your trees aren't getting cut down. So, which is why I really love these bags. So I wanted something that was quality, but also looked like luxury. So these are made in Portugal, which is where the trees are actually grown, and they're protected as well.
And there is a whole community around this, isn't there? Not just the lifestyle of eating the food, but also everything to do with sustainability, veganism. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Well, it's everything that you kind of wear, consume. So, like Chandan was saying, the beauty product source, makeup, whether it's being treated, it's cruelty-free, which means it hasn't been tested on animals, whether it had any animal derivatives in it as well. Then you're looking at chemicals and cleaning products, and then materials that you're wearing. So I've got some locally made Bailey trainers on today, so they're completely vegan.
And tell us about your pop-ups and your market stalls that we can see around the UAE.
This is the bit that I'm really passionate about, because you get to see all these other like-minded individuals, and they are just so great to be around, and they're passionate about having a kinder impact on the planet and, you know, being compassionate, which is like what I keep saying.
Well, just one last thing. How costly would it be, of course, if I involve veganism, of course, in the stuff I wear and, of course, in bags, for example?
The bags are probably more cost-effective. Unless you're going for a Stella McCarthy, that's probably a bit more expensive, but very nice and vegan.
Well, thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Carly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So it's time for a short break, but on the other side of this, we're talking to some environmental innovators making vegan fashion a growing industry. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. We are here with our fast friend Chandan, who is a vegan lifestyle advocate. Chandan, is the issue of awareness a problem when it comes to the vegan community here in the UAE especially?
I wouldn't say it's a problem, but I think there is a slight lack of awareness. Veganism within the UAE is fairly new. I mean, I've been in Dubai for 5 years, and 5 years ago, it was so hard to get vegan food when you go out. But nowadays you go to, and pretty much I'd say 7 out of 10 restaurants or cafes, and they have a vegan menu or items listed as vegan. So I think it's become better, but I do believe that there is still a lack of education and awareness about what vegan means.
And what do you think is needed?
I think just education about what it actually means and what the limitations are. A lot of people get plant-based diets and veganism confused, but they're two separate things. Although there's alignment within that, veganism looks, like we said before, the whole aspect of your life, whereas a plant-based diet is just what you consume. And within that plant-based diet, what happens a lot of the times is people include non-vegan ingredients such as honey or milk derivatives.
And that's a lot of information to process, and it's quite educational. But of course, veganism is more than just food. It can encompass your entire lifestyle, including your fashion choices. Our next guest created a company that's making that lifestyle more accessible. Please welcome the founder of Veganology, Agana Maheshwari. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for having me.
So, quite the interesting thing you're running here. We see, of course, you have samples as well for us on the show. Tell us more about them.
So Veganology came to me during COVID. It was an idea that was born during COVID, primarily looking at the environmental problems that we're facing in our day-to-day life. Of course, in COVID, it became even more with PPEs and masks all in the oceans. And of course, that famous image of the turtle with the plastic straw. Looking at all those problems and seeing what's happening, I realized that, a big feeder to all these problems is the fashion industry. With, tons and tons of landfills filled with just clothes and fabric that just sit there. And, some brands, what they do, if there's something that's not sold, they actually burn it, which increases carbon emissions into the planet. And so for me, that was a big sore point. And what I went on to do is try to develop an idea which starts off in the fashion space, where we can start taking plastic out of the ocean and making it into fashion. So what you see here are items made from plastic bottles that have been taken out of water and made into, upcycled into bags.
Ooh.
How many plastic bottles go into
So
this?
these two are 11. And this one is 8 plastic bottles. It's the wallet.
Wow.
And just now, we're the first brand in the UAE to introduce card holders, which are made from apple leather.
Apple leather?
That's right, yes. Apple leather.
I'm gonna skin my apples.
Yes, so these specifically are made from the apple peels of 4 apples.
Incredible.
And made into these, and these are unisex. So we've tried to make it very accessible for both men and women at an affordable price. Because, of course, when you're going into this space, you also want to make it affordable and accessible to everyone out there.
True.
Yeah. So that's what my whole mission was, is to try and make it affordable, accessible, high quality. At the end of the day, it's fashion, so everyone wants to keep on, buying things that are good quality, that last a long time. And of course, style. We want to keep our style quotient high, and we shouldn't do it at the cost of our planet. So we literally say fashion should be caring, and that's what we're set out to do.
It's beautiful.
I think it's incredible what you're doing with your brand there. But with looking at the wider picture, how scalable do you think this is, using things like apple peels and
So
other
actually
materials?
the demand is going high. So fortunately there are producers that are out there who are willing to produce more. At the end of the day, the costs are also high because of that, because there's more people wanting to go onto this bandwagon, this movement. And we want to really make it easy for people to say, you know what, like it's obviously quality. All the materials are PETA and GRS approved and certified, which means we're really giving you ethical items, ethical fashion, which comes at a cost. But that being said, that's why we're trying to make it, easy for people to look online. So we're basically completely online. Customers from all over the world have looked at us, found us, and that's just the beginning. So obviously we have to look at the scaling possibilities, see how best we can get it to people around the world. But of course right now, because we're a homegrown market and we're a homegrown brand, we're very proud to start here in the UAE and in the region, and then so on and so forth.
It really is amazing. I'm really interested in these card holders.
Yes.
So they're made from 4 apples, one of these.
That's right.
So would it be possible to make a bag that size out of the same materials?
Yes.
And is it more biodegradable?
So biodegradable, it's kind of difficult because ultimately apple skin is not going to be able to be that tough. So they need to introduce another material to make it that thick, which is still recyclable. So essentially that can be recycled into another bag afterwards. So upcycled and recycled into something new. So everything here is 100% recycled already and can be recycled onwards.
Amazing. And so you could make a leather jacket out of this?
Yes.
All right, I can't wait to buy one.
I'm buying
An apple jacket.
An apple jacket. To make a laptop out of it.
A laptop, yes.
Thank you so much, Angana.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Incredible what you're doing. Okay, so Chandan, you are an expert on veganism, and we want to see if you're an expert on the show, on DXB Today. So it's time to put you to the test in our DXB in 60. Are you ready?
I think I am.
You are? Okay.
Let's see.
Let's cue the clock, everyone. Okay, 3, 2, 1. What is the theme of our today's episode? Trending Tuesday or Thriving Thursday?
Trending Tuesday.
Correct. What did we talk about on the show? Sustainable farming or veganism?
Veganism.
Be correct. Which restaurant did we mention has new meatless options, Pickle or Shake Shack?
I think it was Shake Shack.
Oh, incorrect. What is the new speciality at Pickle, pickles or vegan burgers?
Vegan burgers.
Correct. Which DXB presenter visited Pickle, Dina or Matha?
Oh gosh, you're so wonderful. I've forgotten everyone's name.
Matha. Who was the first guest on our show, Carly Dubry or Carly Martina?
If I say the last one, she'll kill me, so it's Carly Dubry.
Correct. What is the name of Carly's business, Vegans Only or Not Just for Vegans?
Not Just for Vegans.
Correct. What is Not Just for Vegans, a UAE's first vegan market or vegan restaurant?
Vegan market.
Correct. What is the name of the vegan accessories brand featured on the show, Veganology or Vegan Theory?
Veganology.
Correct. Who is the founder of Veganology, Angana Mashwaria or Matha Al-Awadhi?
Angana.
Time's up. Well done. You got a total of 10 questions and you got 8 of them right.
Fantastic. Do I win a bag? An apple one?
You know, we might see that. We might see that. The leaderboard is on the screen, so let's see.
I mean, you're in second place and in last place at the same time. See how it goes at the end of the week. Thank you so much, Chanda, for joining us.
that.
All right, it's time for another break, but we have a mesmerizing performance waiting for you on the other side. So we'll be right back.
Welcome back to DXB Today, where we love showcasing some of the best talents across the UAE. And today is no different because I'm here with Mr. Prince VA. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
So tell us a little bit about your inspirations when it comes to the kind of music you make. Any artists that you try and not mimic, but, you know, get inspiration from?
Well, usually I don't like to box myself too much into like the inspiration sort of things, but I'd say like I take inspiration from like all areas, like all genres, and as many artists as I can really, and just incorporate it into my sound. So I don't like to like just stick to one specific sound or genre. I just like to hear what I like, hear what's good, and sort of just put that into my music.
Amazing. So tell us about some of the places you performed and like the reception you got for the different types of genres that you take inspiration from.
Sure. Well, I started off mainly rapping actually. So like even performance-wise, one of my favorite sets I've done is at the Etisalat Beach Canteen. So that was an interesting performance because it was a very family-friendly event, but the reception I got was pretty good, actually.
Did you get people coming, taking pictures with you and stuff afterwards?
I got a few shouts for encores and stuff like that, so that was what was motivating. I'm like, oh, okay, you want some more? Okay, fine, you know, and then just help me along the way as well. But a few pictures here and there from time to time as well.
Well, we can't wait to hear the music. Can you tell us where can we find you? Where can we follow you online or otherwise?
Well, on Instagram, of course, my handle is prince_v.a, but obviously I'm available to listen to on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Ankami, wherever you prefer, really.
Well, Prince, we're going to let you set up and we're going to catch up with you in just a little bit.
All right, thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much, Faris. That is a wrap for today. If you have your eye on something we should see, let us know with the hashtag DXB Today. We might feature it on the show. And of course, today's episode was not bad, actually. Quite an opener when we talk about veganism. What did we learn today? Faris.
I mean, I really learned that, okay, when we think about veganism, we think about food mainly. And that's mainly what, every time I've considered it, I've really gone into what do I want to eat. I just love burgers so much. That was my focus. But you were mentioning your hair products and stuff. You make sure that that's vegan. I don't even think about that type of thing. My clothing, can we call them beauty products? But I'll start having a look at those labels as well now, I think.
What about you, Dua?
Absolutely. I think cruelty-free and like less cruel chemicals in products such as makeup. I think as women we put a lot of stuff on our skin, and it will be good that it's cruelty-free and free of all pesticides, you know?
And you learned that you can make bags out of apples, and you seem really excited about
yes,
that.
I did. Yes, I did. But if I could put a beautiful analogy here, you know, when you want to read a book, you want to pay attention to who's the author, who's the writer. Same thing at veganism. Where does your food come from? Where does the products that you wear come from? So, yes, learned a lot today.
That's very wise, Yusuf. Very wise.
Very wise indeed. Well, that's it from us. We will see you tomorrow for International Women's Day, where we are talking to some of the UAE's most trailblazing female icons.
For now, Prince, we are ready for you. You have the stage. Take it away, buddy.
I've been waiting for so long, waiting so long. Hold my breath. Was it when you walked in with that look that you could save me from a place where I was lost? She my lemonade on a summer day. Oh no, posted at the bay. Sip without a trace. She my lemonade on a summer day. Oh no, posted at the bay. Yeah, sip without a trace. Yeah. Caught in the trance, it's moving fast. Soon come a time I bring you back. I don't wanna lie to myself no more. Yeah, you got me on a dial. Yeah. Till I move 8,000 miles just to see you one day, again and again. Yeah. Now tell me what you feeling. Can't hide it, got me seeking. Now last one left me grieving. Yeah. She my lemonade on a summer day. Oh no, posted at the bay. Without a trace, yeah. She my lemonade on a summer day. Oh no, posted at the bay, yeah. Sip without a trace, oh.